Matsarata. Matsarata means enviousness, jealous, this material. So there are jealous, enemies of God. They are cultivated. Ordinary jealousy or enemy, that is natural. But even to God, uh, just yesterday, uh, arguing that everything is the properties of the supreme law. Satvam Phaluidam Brahma. These are very Jato Vaimani Bhutani Jai. Everything has come. These are very fun. But still, because we are unique, no. Why is this the proprietor? I am the. Why Krishna said he got only? I have got another. So Krishna is a need for his Sudana, and he has to kill them. Krishna has got to be. Paritrana sadhana vinaya duskita. Miscreant. They are miscreants, the demons who challenge Krishna, who want to compete with Krishna, who want to share with the property of Krishna. They are all enemies of Krishna, and they should be killed. So killing business is all right here for the enemy, not for him. Then the next question is, all right, enemies you can kill, admit. But how? You advise me to kill my Guru, Guru Hatya. But if for Krishna's sake, if there is need, you have to kill your Guru. That is the flavor. For Krishna's sake, if Krishna wants, uh, then he cannot. If Krishna wants, then he should kill your Guru. Then you have to do it. That is Krishna path. Of course, Krishna will not ask you to kill Guru, but because Guru and Krishna is the same, Guru Krishna Kripa, we get Krishna consciousness through the mercy of Guru and Krishna. So, real Guru is never to be killed. But the so-called Guru has the so-called pseudo Guru, false Guru, he should be killed. Just like Prahlad Maharaj. While Prahlad Maharaj, he was standing. Here is Nrsimhadev is killing his father. Father is Guru. Sarvadeva my Guru. Similarly, father is also Guru. That is official Guru. Materially he is Guru. How Prahlad Maharaj allowed uh, Nrsimhadev to kill his guru, his father, everyone knows, Hiranyakashipu's father. Would you like to see that your father is being killed by some uh, person and you'll stand, you'll not protest? Is that your duty? No, that is not your duty. When your father is attacked, you must protect. That means if you are unable, you must fight. You first of all lay down your life. How is that? My father is being killed in my front. That is it. But Prahlad Maharaj did not protest. He could have requested his devotee, uh, my dear sir, uh, Prabhu, my Lord, uh, you can excuse my father. He did it, but he knew that uh, my father is not being killed. It is the body of the father. Uh, Later on, he begged for his father in a different way. First of all, when Nrsimhadev was angry, he was killing the body, he knew that the body is not my father. His soul is my father. So let the Lord uh, satisfy himself by killing the body of my father. Then I shall say, the Prahlad Maharaj, Nrsimhadev offered Prahlad Maharaj, now you can take any kind of benediction you like. The Prahlad Maharaj replied, my Lord, we are materialists. I am born of a father absolutely material. So I am also, because I am born of a materialist father, I am also materialist. And you, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, you are offering to give me some benediction. I can take any kind of benediction from you. I know that. But what is the use of it? Why shall I ask you for any benediction? I have seen my father materially, he was so powerful that even the demigods, Indra, Chandra, Varuna, they were threatened by great eyes. And he gained over control over the universe. He was so powerful. And riches, wealth, power, reputation, everything complete. But you have finished it in 1 second. So why you are offering me such benediction? What should I do with it? If I take that benediction from you and I become perfect and do everything wrong against you, then you can finish it within a second. So kindly do not offer me such benefit, such material offer. Better give me benediction to be engaged in the service of your servant. I want it. Let me be benedicted by you that I may be engaged in the service of your servant, not directly your servant. Uh, Then after many prayers, after pacifying the law, he was very angry. Then when he was little pacified, he asked, my dear Lord, I can ask you one another. That my father was very uh, a strong enemy of you. That was the cause of his death. Now I ask you, kindly excuse and give him liberty. This is Vaishnava Son. He did not ask anything for himself. And although he knew that his father was the greatest enemy, still he is asking his benediction. This poor fellow will give up. So, Lord Nrsimhadev guaranteed, then, my dear Prahlad, not only your father, but your father's father, his father, up to 14 generations, all of you. Because you are born in this time. Uh, so, uh, anyone who has become a Vaishnava, a devotee of the Lord, he is giving the greatest service to the family. Because in relationship with him, his father, mother, anyone, they will remember. Uh, just like you have got experience. If a person dies in the fight immaturely, his family is taken care of by the God. Similarly, to become a devotee is the greatest qualification. He has got everything. Yatra yogeshwara hari, yatra anadhara. But when there is Krishna and when there is devotee, all victory, all glory are there. That is there. The Guru Bhakta, a devotee uh, of Krishna, he need me. Uh, it is for unqualified Guru. Uh, Unqualified Guru means who does not know how to guide the disciple. Guru's duty is to guide. Such kind of Guru uh, can we at least reject. That is Jiva Goswami. Raja Kajama Jana. The Guru who does not know what to do and what not to do. And by mistakenly I have accepted somebody as Guru. He can be rejected. By rejecting him, you can accept an actual bona fide. The Guru is not he, but he can be rejected. That is the injunction of the Shastra. So, Bhishmadev or Dronacharya, certainly they were Guru, but Krishna indirectly giving uh, indication to Arjuna, that although they are in the position of Guru, he can reject it. Kaja Kajama Janata, they do not know. Actually, this Bhishmadev, he materially considered his position. He knew everything from the beginning that the Pandavas, uh, they were parentless, fatherless, children, and he raised them from the very beginning. Not only that, he was uh, so much affectionate to the Pandavas that he was thinking when they are sent to forest, vanished. At that time, uh, Bhishmadev was crying that these 5 boys, they're so pure, so honest, and not only pure and honest, so powerful warrior, Arjuna and me. And this Draupadi is practically directly the goddess of fortune. And they have got their friend, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. And they are suffering. He cried. You are such affectionate. Therefore, Arjuna is considering how can I kill this man? But duty is so strong. Krishna is advising. Yes, he must be killed because he has gone to the other side. He has forgotten his duty. Uh, he should have joined it. Therefore, he is no more in the position of duty. He must kill. Uh, he has wrongly joined the other party. Therefore, there is no harm to him. Similarly, Gunata. I know a great personality. You have got great affection. But only on material consideration they have gone. What is that material consideration? Bhishma thought that I am maintained by the money of Duryodhana. Duryodhana is maintaining. Now he is in danger. If I go to the other side, then I should be ungrateful. He has maintained me so long. And if I, in the time of danger, when there is fighting, if I go to the other side, that will he fought like it. He did not think that Duryodhana may be maintaining. But he has usurped the property of the Pandava. But it is his greatness. He knew that Arjuna will never be killed because Krishna is there. So, from material point of view, uh, I must be grateful to Duryodhana. The same position was for Dronacharya. They are maintained. Uh, Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said that বিষয়ের অন্ন খাইলে মলিন হয় মুখ. Uh, Such great personalities uh, became dark because they took money from them. Or no, if I am provided by somebody who is too much materialist, then that will affect me. I will become also material. I will also become material. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has warned that those who are Vishayi, those who are not devotees, do not accept anything from them because it will uh, make your mind unclean. So, therefore, Brahmana and uh, Vaishnava, they do not accept directly money. They accept Bhiksha. Bhiksha. Bhiksha you can, just like here it is saying, Bhiksham. Sriya Bhaktum Bhiksham Apihaloki. When you ask somebody, still, Bhiksha is also sometimes prohibited from a person who is too much material. But Bhiksha is allowed for sannyasi, for Brahman. So therefore Arjuna is speaking that instead of killing such great uh, gurus who are so great personality, Mahanubhava, eh, or a Kshatriya, a Brahmana, a sannyasi can beg alms, but not a Kshatriya, not a Vaishya. That is not allowed. He was a Kshatriya, Arjuna. So he says, better I shall take the profession of a Brahmana and beg from door to door instead of enjoy the kingdom by killing my people. That was his proposal. So on this whole, Arjuna is illusion. Illusion in this sense that he is forgetting his duty. He's a Kshatriya, his duty is to fight. Uh, Never mind the opposite party. Even his son. Uh, the Kshatriya will not hesitate to kill his son if he is enemy. Similarly, a son, if the father is enemy, he would not hesitate to kill his father. This is the stringent duty of the Kshatriya. No concern. The Kshatriya cannot concern like that. Therefore, Krishna said, "Please don't be coward. Why you are becoming coward? These topics are going on. Later on, Krishna is giving uh, real spiritual instruction. This is ordinary talks are going on between the friend and friend. That's all.
The following is a class on the Bhagavad Gita as it is, second chapter, text number 6, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on August 6, 1973, in London, England.
Nor do we know which is better, conquering them or being conquered by them. The sons of Dhritarashtra, whom, if we killed, we should not care to live, are now standing before us on this battlefield.
These two groups of cousin brothers, Maharaj Pandu had 5 sons, and Dhritarashtra had 100 sons. So it is family, the same family. And it was understanding between them that when uh, others beyond the family would come to attack them, they would join 105 brothers and fight. But when there was fight amongst themselves, one side 100 brothers, one side 5 brothers. Because a Kshatriya family, it is to be understood, they must go on fight. Even in their marriage, there will be fight. Without fighting, no marriage takes place in Kshatriya. Krishna had 16,108 wives. And almost in each time he had to fight to gain the wife. It was a sporting for Kshatriya to fight, it was a sporting. So he is perplexed whether this kind of fighting he should encourage or not. There is a proverb in Bengal, খাবো কি খাবো না যদি খাও তো পৌষ. When you are perplexed whether I shall eat or not eat, better not. Sometimes you come to this point, I'm not very hungry, whether I shall eat or not eat. The best course is not that you eat. But if you eat, then you can eat in the month of December. Foods. Why? That it is in Bengal. Bengal is a tropical climate. But when it is winter season, it is advised that if you eat, it is not so harmful because it will be digested. The night is very long. or the cold season, the digestive part is nice. So when we are confused to do or not to do, যাবো কি যাবো না, যদি যাও তো শৌচ। When I think whether I shall go or not, better don't go. But when it is a question of answering the call of nature, you must go. যাবো কি যাবো না, যদি যাও তো শৌচ। খাবো কি খাবো না, যদি খাও তো পৌঁছ। It is very common sense. Similarly, Arjuna is now perplexed whether I shall fight or not fight. So, that is also everywhere. When there is declaration of war between the modern politicians, they consider it's like in the last Second World War, when Hitler was preparing for war, everyone knew that Hitler was going to retaliate because in the first war they became defeated. So Hitler was again preparing. One, my god brother, German, he came in 1933 in India. So at that time he informed that there must be war. Hitler is preparing, heavy preparing. War must be. So at that time, I think in your country, the Prime Minister was Mr. Chamberlain. And he went to see the storm. But he not. So similarly, uh, in this fight, to the last point, Krishna tried to avoid. He proposed to Durjana that they are
Oh,
your cousin has you
hold
have
on.
usurped the kingdom. Never mind, you have taken some of us. But they are Kshatriyas, they must have some means of livelihood. So give them high bread and high zeal out of the whole world empire. You give there is no, I'm not going to part inch of land without money. Therefore, under such condition, the fight must be there. So there is no question of originals considering whether he would fight or not. This it is sanctioned by Krishna, so fight must be there. purpose. It cannot. Because that is a symptom of living. In Chile, who has no politics, no enmity, they fight for 5 minutes against their friends. So the fighting spirit is there. Now, how you should be utilized?
Krishna.
Consciousness movement is there. We say consciousness. We don't say stop fight or do this, do that. No. Uh, Everything should be done in Krishna consciousness. That is all. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe. Whatever you do, it must have some relationship with the uh, satisfaction of Krishna. If Krishna is satisfied, then act. That is Krishna consciousness. Krishnendriya Tripti Vansha Taranam Prema. This is love. If you love somebody, for the sake of your beloved, you can do anything. And we do that sometimes. Similarly, the same thing should be transferred to Krishna. Yes. Try to educate yourself how to love Krishna and act. This is the question. सभी ध्यान करो देखो भक्ति भक्ति में चलिए भगवत सेवाएं भगवान भगवान धर्म भगवान जय नास्तिक drama people to make it now this is God. So there are three pushpas, 20 pushpas. So all you have three because of of the if somebody says, I agree to hold your power, God is
Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai Shri. Good. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama. You know, you know the way out. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Good. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Back to the hood. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. It was very nice. Okay. It was good. Now look, I should never see. I just spent 10 minutes like in this position with my big fat double chin. I'm going, why don't I try and work like this? Like tilt the camera back so I can lie on a comfortable chair. Just like that. Just pull back out. That's the future of chairs. Don't say I didn't warn you. Well, listen, have a great trip, and I'll probably see you later on this afternoon or this evening. Who? You. Me? Oh, yeah, go for Bogati. Yeah, cool. I may not be there. You may not be there. Let's just say A.K. Chakragram wants to have a meeting with me in the Valley Village with Krishnamurti in the Seva Sangha room. Mm-hmm. So I'm like thinking, either one, I'm going to be banned for going to the temple, or two, he's going to ask me to be temple president. Oh, it's not going to be two. Or one, I hope. Why would he ban you? I don't know, because maybe I'm kind of... Because I'm doing this whole stream thing. People don't understand the stream thing. There are people like burning so much data and information and energy on stuff that they find very interesting, like their fingernails. Mm-hmm. And while we find things very interesting, like Srila Prabhupada and Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. Huh. So why not stream our enthusiasm? So by having... See, I'm not alone now. Uh-huh. I'm not by myself. I'm not with Krishna. I'm with other people watching or distance, which kind of intensifies the energy. Lakshmi Priya, Hare Krishna. That makes sense? Yeah. Good. So I may or may not see you at Gora Arti. Yeah, if you are wanting to be there. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I can do Gora Arti anywhere now. Oh, no. You know what this means.
Hi, Krishna. You going to get books?
No, it's not confirmed. But
No, she's upstairs. Actually, I'll tell her you're here. Who are you? What's your name?
Gopal Shampoo.
Gopal Shampoo. Come on in, Prabhu. Hi, Krishna. Good to have your association. Pardon my ignorance.
No.
You're not Gopal Shampoo. He's Gopal Shampoo. Gopal Shampoo's here.
Oh, I'm coming.
Jack.
Thank you.
No, it's very a pleasure.
There you go.
So I have these boxes here outside.
Mm-hmm. What?
Sorry, there's so many going. Hey, stop doing that. My books.
So what are you going to discuss?
I don't know. So I'm thinking, do you think it's safe for me to be around the community? Load them up. Ooh, be careful. Stop, please. No, stop, please. Oh, I'm going to have a race. Ooh. Good job.
Father, bad that you mean of anything. That to all people is not within this material point. They are transcendent. Bhakti is transcendent. Therefore, you cannot understand Krishna or God without bhakti. Bhaktyamavamya. Only Bhaktyamavamya. Otherwise, it is not possible. Bhaktyamavamyana javan jasyami tattva. Reality. In reality, if you want to understand what is God, then you have to adopt this bhakti process, devotional, then you transcend it. Uh, Therefore, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Narada says that Takva sadharmam charanam hari. Even anyone, in my sentiment, each has each his uh, occupational duty according to Guru. That is called sadhana. Sadharma means one's duty according to the quality he has acquired. That is called sadhana. The Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, they are divided guna karma vibhag by guna. So here Arjuna says the tatpanna dosha apahata sabha. I am Kshatriya. He understands that I am doing wrong. I am refusing to fight. Therefore it is tatpanna dosha. Uh, Mind means I have got some means to spend. But if I don't spend, this is called mind. Vipunata. Uh, Vipunata. There are two classes of man. Brahman and Sudra. Brahman and Sudra. Brahman means he is not mind. He has got the opportunity, great access of this human form of God. Uh, Many millions of dollars worth. This is, but he is not using it properly. Simply seeing it, how beautiful. Uh, Thus, spend your beauty or utilize your asset, the human. That is Brahman, to be lived. Again, Ekat vidityaja prayati sa Brahman. One who knows. Therefore, Puran Maharaj says, Durlava manusana janma, adhurvam arthadam. He was preaching amongst his class friends. Uh, He was born in a demonic family. He doesn't know this. And his class friends also of the same category. So Prahlad Maharaj was advising them, my dear brother, let us cultivate Krishna consciousness. So other boys, what do they know about Krishna consciousness? Prahlad Maharaj is liberated from the very birth. So they say, what is this Krishna consciousness? They could not understand. So he was convincing, Durlavaman Sanajanma, Tadapi, Adurvam Arthala, this human body is Durlav. Lankha Durlavam is on. Mohamaman. This human form of body is increased consciousness given by the material. People are so uh, miscreant and foolish. They do not understand what is the value of this human form. They engage this body for sense gratification like cats and dogs. The Shastra therefore says no. This human form of body is not meant for spoiling like the hogs and dogs. Kayam Deha. Deho Hajam Deho. Everyone has got a body, material body. But Niloke, in the human society, this body is not to be spoiled. Kayam Deha. Deho Hajam Deho. Kastana Kaman Arati Viruja. This human form has simply working uselessly hard day and night for sense gratification. This is the business of the home and dog. They are doing also the same thing. Oh, they are nice, working hard, simply for senses. So, therefore, in the human society, uh, there must be a system of division. That is called Varnasam. That is Vedic division. That is real called Aryasam. Aryasam does not mean to become rascal and fool and deny the existence of. No. That is anarchy. Just like Krishna review Arjuna. Anarchy. You are talking like Anarchy. One who is not Krishna conscious uh, is Anarchy. Arjuna means we advance in Krishna consciousness. So really Arjuna Samaj means Krishna conscious person. Otherwise bogus. bogus Raji. You hear from the Bhagavad Gita, actually, Krishna says Arjuna, you because you are little fine, because he does not know what is his duty. Again, Arjuna is admitting here. Yes, I wanna, I become wanna, because I forgot my duty. So, actually, Abhikama means Krishna conscious society, international society for Krishna. Very hardly, not bogus. So, here, uh, Arjuna is explaining, putting that, yes, that's what not good. Because I am forgetting my duty. Uh, Therefore, Abhava, I am builder in my natural propensity. I mean, Kshatriya should be always active. Whenever there is a war, there is fight, they must be very much enthusiastic. Uh, a Kshatriya, if another Kshatriya says, I want to fight with you, he cannot refuse. Yes, come on, fight, check out, immediately. That is Kshatriya. Now he is refusing to fight. Therefore, he can understand, he can stand this side, not in. He is forgetting his duty, Kshatriya duty. Therefore, he is admitting, yes, Tatpanna dusha, Tatpanna dusha apahata sabhav. My natural duty I am forgetting. Therefore, I have become miser. Uh, so when you become miser, that is a disease condition. Then what is your duty? Then go to a person who can, just like when you become diseased, you go to a physician and ask him what to do, sir. I am not suffering with this disease. This is your duty. Similarly, when we are perplexed in our duties or we forget our duties, it is uh, very nice to go to the superior person and ask him what to do. So who can be superior person than Krishna? Uh, Therefore, Arjuna says, Prichami Tvam. I am asking you. In my duty, follow. Kaimasa. And somebody is superior to me. Then you do. Tad vijnanatham sa gurumeva avigacche. This is the basic duty. Uh, Everyone is perplexed. Everyone is suffering this material world, being perplexed. But we do not search our bona fide duty. That is not what the duty. Here Arjuna is coming out of the Tatparna Bhuta. How they ask him Krishna. Krishna Tvam. Raja Krishna. You are the most superior person that I know. You Krishna. So I am perplexed. Actually, I am forgetting my duty. Therefore, I am asking thee. So you have to approach the Supreme Person means Krishna or in the representative. All others are not self-control. If you approach a person who is not representative of Krishna, you are approaching a rascal. How will be like? You must approach Krishna or in the very much. Satvikranatham sa guru meva vibhakti. So, who is Guru? Sametvami Chotriyam Brahmanistha. A guru is full Krishna consciousness, Brahmanistha. And Chotriyam. Chotriyam means who are heard, when receive knowledge by the Chotriyam Patha, by hearing from superior authority. Evam Parampara Praptam. Evam Rajan Sayo. So here we have to learn from it that when we are perplexed, when we forget our real duty, And therefore we are serving. Then our duty is to approach Krishna as Arjuna. Uh, People say, why is Krishna? Krishna is not there, but Krishna's representative is there. Uh, you should approach him. That is the meditation. Tad vijnana samsam guru meva bhajati. One must approach Guru. And Guru means Krishna. Uh, Guru, Tere Brahma Vida Adika Vairi. Vriyanti Datsura. Janmandasya Jataha. Annayati Dadatashya. Athisu Avijna Sara. You have to approach. Uh, that is Guru. Uh, so we consider that Brahma, because he is the first creature within this universe. He is accepted as the Guru. Uh, he uh, imparted. That's why we belong to the Brahma Sampradaya. There are four Sampradayas: Brahma Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and Kumar Sampradaya. They are all Mahajana. Mahajana Dena Tatasya Pantha. We have to accept the line of externality given by the Mahajana. The Brahma is Mahajana. You'll find Brahma's picture with Veda in his hand. He gave the first instruction of Veda. But where from he got the Vedic knowledge? Therefore, Vedic knowledge is opposed. It is not man. Uh, it is God man. Dharma to Saksha Bhagavad. So, how God, Krishna, gave to Brahma? Rene Brahma Vida. Brahma means the Vedic knowledge. Sabda Brahma. Rene, he gets Vedic knowledge from Vida. Sriham Satadrittanam Bhajatam Kriti. When Brahma was created, he was perfect. What is my dream? Everything is dark. So he meditated. And Krishna gave him knowledge that your duty is to do that. Tene Brahma Vida Adikapre, Brahma is Adi. So, actual Guru is Krishna. And yet Krishna is advising in Bhagavad Gita, these rascals and fools will not accept Krishna as Guru. They go to some rascal and fool and miscreant, sinful person and accept Guru. How can be Guru? Uh, so, Guru is, here is the example given by Prichyami Tma, who is that Krishna? Uh, why you are asking me? Dharma Sambhavati. I am vigilant in my duty. Dharma. Dharma means duty. Dharmam Shasam Bhavati. Dharma. So, what I have to do? Just Shreya. What is actually my duty? Shreya. Shreya and Priya. Priya, there are two things. Priya means which I like in it. Oneness. And Shreya means ultimate goal. There are two things. Let's take a child wants to play always. That is child play. That is Shreya. And Priya means he must take education so that in future his child will be specialized. That is Shreya.
So for this, we're not going to do any. You're only going to do protect this here. No? Yeah, the frame. The frame. Yeah, that's what I think. Okay, so then you can continue with this. And then you can go on and do that. Sorry. For this, yeah. So we should just connect it. You know what is this? It's still with you. I don't think you want to we just connect it. So that's well, it's like and you from the back. No, you just connect it. Okay, then you move it around. Yeah, the second Always fine. I just need connectors. See what we have. And yeah. Anyway, you can do that first if you like. I have to be free at 4. Okay. You need anything else? Yes, it's simple. They already want to do this. You know that yeah, it is on and off. Not going to work on the lights, just it.
It is not a kind of it is not utopian. You belong to the area and you belong to your life. Everyone has a mind. I am your friend. I have taken a responsibility of carrying driver and it's not kind, but people is there. So it's not encouraged. And there is a good proposal from the one point of view that the children want to find. And Krishna is not encouraged. Nobody is one. Somebody may say that Krishna is why is it encouraging in matter of fact people at the present moment when there is a question of war, people want to stop that. At the present moment, the movement is very hot. Between all nations, it is not one war. But here we see that Krishna is not encouraging war. Yes, master is one. He's not encouraging, but he's rather advocating. If you people do that, so it is not much. So here is the point. Sometimes we may do something which is approved by the general body, but it may not be approved by the Supreme Authority. Superficially, it may appear very appealing to the sentiment of the public, but actually, that is cannot be correct. Cannot be correct. If you are correct, it's not as if you are God. And while you are using your youth to fight, it does not mean that you are using your youth to do something wrong. From one point of view, or you want to say, and trying to fight, and not to be the not to be friends. No, yeah, no, on my side, I think we die, and we get life because we go, and then we connect up there, and then by this then, I'm not just having to get thanks. Well, also that that unless have to
Okay, I got the one. Oh, really? Well, I mean, I guess I know where to put it. What? Your phone went up. Yes. Yes. Sorry, I'm getting through it. Thank you. And control. Switch on something. In both cases, we can pull the relatives. Six, seven, five, six. Six is for the bottom. Six for the upper here. This is the new seven. Eight, nine, 10, 11, 12. 11, 12. That is a plenty to put on. So, in essence, it's entire floor, four bathrooms, kitchen, and corridors, minus one in the so give one of one, which are take these two here. And two here, you so this is the finished except for the room. And one rooms and granted. On the third floor, we'll be missing rooms and one kitchen. Everything else, other than rooms, get the light. Okay, all bathrooms, corridors, and kitchen. Okay, good. Good. Okay, dogs. Gotcha, gotcha, and oh, that's good. Yeah.
But when you are starting out of school, you must have at least some preliminary knowledge what is cooking. You cannot just answer in school and go to a class. But so is not that we do not know what is school and what is class, and it is very difficult. You must know at least what is school. So that knowledge is like this. The spiritual master is required for first to he is right. So, then as far as तथा गुरु प्रपत्तिता विज्ञान सेवा भगवान तथा गुरु प्रपत्तिता one who does that would be infinity about transcendental. The unmet one is at least concept to the serious knowledge of transcendental. That transcendental matter here, yes, here we can speak for two. Is perfect. And now we want to get an answer. This is the exact question. But every human being has to inquire. The inquiry must be what is that inquiry? The temporary that we know that we can provide within the moment. It's not like are animals. They are suffering. But they do not suffering, they do not understand. That's why let's see. Of course, we are seeing the climate in certain houses. And according to this, of course, the power is not allowed. But the standard leading. So, according to this, if anyone wants to be used, if you take it slow, and find it more, and then can be foreign. And it will not be found. They will not be and off that much. But like a man, it has been given to God, and it's done. There's no knowledge that can
Are we leaving the toilet door open for a reason in the corridor?
Because of the smell.
I thought the door was closed and we get the smell out faster.
I think there's a pump there somewhere with the water. The water works.
Yeah, I saw a puddle in the shower. A puddle in the shower. There was a puddle where the water was lying, wasn't going all the way in.
You want to put all of this now? That's a faster bit.
That was fast, wasn't it?
That's what
Installing those lights.
happened to
Oh,
the team.
very good. Oh my Krishna. My Krishna.
Are you working on this one?
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
This is smell. You have this really funny smell. And there's one upstairs that smells a little bit as well. These ones don't smell, no? I mean, this one you use. Huh? Yeah, now, yeah, that's the first thing. I don't know if the smell is coming from the toilet, but I mean, we haven't turned on the toilet yet. It's probably not actually saying like 5 people regularly passing. But I think the smell is coming from there.
Oh, was it in that shower? Or it was the top shower?
Okay.
One of those.
Yeah, all the same.
The following is a class on the Bhagavad Gita as it is, second chapter, text number 7, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on August 10, 1973. in London.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama. Rama. Yeah, he's around, I think, somewhere.
Oh, pardon? Oh, here you are. Yeah. Sorry.
That is thought, and that is called mind. So everyone has got is a natural propensity स्वभाव. जो शरीर जब स्वभाव शांत शांत विरोधी that is me that will not lead us to
No way.
Hi, good. You look very autumn. Your colours are very autumnal. Coming through. Welcome to Divine Business. Vishnu, take a shot from here. Yeah.
Very good. Where we sit?
I'll be with you this second.
Here, should I sit here? This is the VIP chat.
Oh. Under the spotlight, is it?
Maybe I should put a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we want to have this talk, Christian, within myself. In no way to criticize you or but just to get some concern. Because I feel like you're a very sincere devotee. And, you have shown in the last 1.5 years that you're really strongly working on Dharma and further, etc. So definitely not our intention to hammer you down. It's not my style. At the same time, we want to be very caring for you, but we also want to be caring for the surroundings of other devotees. So it's okay that I introduce you, because somehow I always have a soft spot for you in my heart. Whenever I see you, I always feel like, okay, yeah. So I really have this talk with you out of concern, not very.
Thank you. Right.
So I hope you're a little bit open, given that you people say, and that you're open for some feedback, and that you're willing to look at it in a little bit of a reflective way. I must admit, sometimes I also get feedback out of like going on, and then my first reaction is, "No, so then it's the ego." But then when I reflect, I think, "Oh, this is a pattern in my life that comes back to Krishna." I think it's nice if you can feel safe, both me, if you know to yourself, that you can focus and also. So I think you came 1.5 years ago.
Right. I think, May last year. May year before year.
And I also know a little bit of the history of that in the past. The ways pointed a little renewing around this in a not so beautiful way. There can be some issues, relationship issues with your wife.
Oh no. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's nothing awkward or from my side, there's nothing awkward or strange. Yeah.
And anyway, you came back, and I think you really tried to continue to work upon yourself, positive life community. I also know you as a bit on the passionate, rough side in the person. Back it's not so defined at moments, but I'm often not so refined myself, so that's okay. And I do know that over this 1.5 years, especially, I'm not talking about the last 2 weeks because that is a separate topic, but over the months that you were here, sometimes feedback came specifically related to Harinams, and that quite a few devotees felt you were doing them. Harinams with the public, with the other devotees, and sometimes when you open your mouth, some pretty gross statements come out.
That was one time. Well, I can remember.
I see from different devotees periodical moments, and I get that feedback that, like, it was on the edge, or you're a real bit rough, or very political opinions about certain things. So
I'd love to be somebody else watching me for a while to see where they come from. These.
So please try to listen to this one. So some things came up over the months, but we didn't really be opinionated about this. But in the last few weeks, quite more devotees came to express their concerns that you became more and more hyped.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel also like that.
Very much so. Yeah.
You become more eccentric in your behavior. You start, I noticed that you start filming everything. The way you dress, it's a little bit changing. I see you running to the altar to get the flower, running to Prabhupada, running to Vivo. And then very recently, when Mantrini was chanting back of the temple, you threw a flower in her face.
I threw a flower at her, not in her face.
Well, it hit her.
Yes.
So,
good shot. I didn't mean I was.
No, but these are things that you cannot do. And Gopinath was also in the last few hangouts not really happy with the way you behaved. And when he asked you to slow down, at one point you start to banging him down there very close to his face to show your rebellion. And when he wanted to have a talk about it with you, you didn't seem very open to.
No, I was actually offensive, very offensive to him.
You were offensive to him?
Very offensive, yeah, horribly so.
So for me, all these indications, maybe they are not all 100% accurate or whatever, but if Krishna sends me over the time, and especially the last few weeks, and I observe myself things, my first concern is what's happening. What's happening in you? Are you feeling different than before? Is some of your is the mind getting suddenly very disturbed? So that's my first concern. How are you doing? Is it something temporary? Is it something you recognize from the past that you get into this, manic periods, and then you're again a little bit focused, and then you get like overhyped? Because what I like about you is your enthusiasm, but when there is too before a word, it becomes a pitfall. Like too enthusiastic, it becomes like dominant and very much all over the place. So would you like to say something about that?
Well, my energy levels have certainly changed a lot because I've started to take creatine. I've taken that over the past 2 weeks, and it's totally increased my focus, my energy. Creatine, like a powerlifter's energy drink, like all this supplement stuff. So I started taking that in the morning, right before when I wake up. I take a big glass of creatine and water, and it just supercharges me. And it's because I'm in the past, I wanted to stream my whole life, or the association of my life for 24 hours. Just stream constantly what I do, Krishna consciousness. Well, if there's people out there streaming about how to groom their dog for 24 hours, surely to God we can have a few Krishna conscious people streaming their life and attracting people to our lifestyle, attracting people to communities like this. I know we have the 24-hour camera in Radhadesh, and that's very nice, but it's also nice to have different angles. So it's very exciting for me to be able to use this technology in a way that we can preach different way of a weapon under our arsenal. Another way of attracting people. So that kind of excites me. At the start, I was a little bit all over the place trying to find out the best way to use it, because it's a new kind of program called Restream, and you can broadcast to maybe multiple levels, not just YouTube, but Facebook and Rumble and WhatsApp and Twitter and Twitch and all these things. But basically, I'm reaching out to as many people as I can. And I know I was a little bit, erratic at the start, but I think I can find a happy balance. And the reason I'm sorry I couldn't find anything else to attract Mantrini's attention. I was trying to get her attention. Somebody was singing Samsara Dharva, and she was chanting in the background. I said, Mantrini, stop. Stop. She wouldn't hear me. I was like, I really wanted her to stop, but I didn't want to walk around in front. So If it was an offense, I know it was an offense, but I would have got another flower. I would have rushed off and got another flower and put it on the altar for offering. But it was like a friendly, like, hey, it wasn't like aggressive.
Really not down to us so much.
Down to
You understand that that's not your role to do that towards my opinion. I mean, it's not the way how men and women deal with each other.
No, but it was, I just saw somebody who was disturbing Mongol arty.
But do you understand that this is not the way to correct something? I hope.
Probably. I mean, I was a little bit. I was just at the moment. This is annoying me. Stop chanting while we're doing this. This is a sacred moment. You are in a different world. Join the group. I could have stopped and just left.
When you turn it around, like many times people ask you to go down with the Madanga Bandi because it's disturbing many devotees. How loud it is when devotees, when you're constantly filming everyone during Mangalarti, during Japa. Do you also understand that that's also distracting the devotees who try to practice? Because now you say, it annoyed me that Restream was doing that, but do you also realize that what you're doing is annoying devotees?
No.
Do you realize that?
I didn't realize I was annoying devotees.
So then it's also to talk to realize that you're excited, but other devotees might not be so excited about certain things. But these things are for me a little bit alarming, like running in the temple to get the flower, and running to Prabhupada, running to devotees, and throwing a flower in the face of Restream, louder and louder Mridanga to show how enthusiastic you. I know you like lively kirtans, but there are many devotees who really run out of the temple and close their ears.
We've had this discussion a lot with other devotees, Yadu Vamsa and some of the old Matajis. I don't know how they survived in the early days. I really don't know. Maybe because they were younger and their ears weren't so sensitive. But you just adapt, don't you? I mean, if you have a room full of enthusiastic brahmacharis who want to springbook and dance the brains out in front of Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda, and a bunch of old ladies in the back going, it's too loud. You just get some earplugs. Put some earplugs in your ear.
Even with the earplugs, sometimes not.
Well, that's
you feel that they should adapt to your.
Yeah, because I'm not going to change how I feel in the kirtan. If I feel an energy that's happening, I'm not going to go, oh, I better stop because someone might hurt their ears. It's like when I go in Harinam, I want the mridanga to resound everywhere. I want everyone to hear it, and I don't know when the energy gets so. When I see the guys around me who are so enthusiastic chanting with me, I want to play louder for them. I want to play louder for the deities. I want to play louder for everybody to hear on YouTube. I want to express that release of like glorification. And if I have to play with the idea that this might be too loud, then I won't be able to do it. There's no point playing.
But then you should
Yeah.
Somewhere where people cannot disturb because what worries me a bit is devotees don't want you to be with them on the Harinam anymore. The devotees.
When you say devotees, we have to. That's what my issue was with Gopinath. He said a lot of devotees have come to me and told me. I said, who are these devotees?
Devotees who join.
Well, I want to know. I want to speak to them. Why don't they come to me?
Then we have Bhakti Shastri. You're also not anymore so welcome to join the Bhakti Shastri because your behavior was not so much.
I left voluntarily. Well, I wasn't enjoying it. I had 2 or 3 classes which were a bit of a. I know I wasn't. It was like, hey, this is, Krishna.
But if you receive that feedback, like it's too intense on the Harinam, and you should slow down.
Like,
and then you say, no, Harinam should be aggressive.
No, well, I mean when you're in the front line of Maya and you're being daggered-eyed by teenagers who don't, you just have to blast through it. Yeah.
That's not the mood of devotees.
Well, I'm sorry. That's not me.
You have to find your own.
I will. I'll have to. I'm not going to go on Harinam if I feel like I'm threatening people. I'll do my own thing. I'll go by myself, get a bike and go to Liège and just scream my brains out for half an hour.
But it's not a move
That's okay. That's okay.
But we're going to encourage separatism. Even though the devotees to associate together, and the association with the devotees is different personalities, and we find a balance because we value the association with the devotees, we want to serve the devotees, we want to please the devotees, we want to live with the devotees. So there's always like compliments to community living. Now, some devotees can't handle that, and yes, they are better situated outside, but living. But most people who situate themselves nicely when they live outside, visit the devotees, and they are because here, we don't have the feelings that we have, but we can say that the devotees are mothers and fathers, the devotees are brothers and sisters, and devotees are daughters and sons. We are a family.
Mm-hmm.
And, so we associate together. And in a family, we respect each other, we understand each other as much as well as we can, and we're happy to be in the family. If you're saying that the family is too restricted, the family is not my family, because there's other family members like that, or I'll go by myself, that for me is possible. Mm-hmm. Because you were missing the association with you. You were all alone. And you wanted to come back into the association with others. When you were outside, away from the association with others, you were suffering with your own words. You were wasting time. You asked to come and take shelter. And we gave you shelter. And you've had shelter here. And now, after a short period of time, you're saying that shelter is limiting me from being a devotee. So the question is, can you be by yourself and be a devotee? Because this is not just going or having. There are interactions with the devotees, the brothers and the sisters, and the mothers and the fathers and the sons and the daughters of the living, which is, it's concerning. It doesn't always have the harmony and the respect that we would expect. The environment that creates enlightenment, enthusiasm, Krishna Bhakta comes out, thoughts of Krishna comes out, peace comes out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you get into this mood, then the way I feel, I'm not going to change anything. This is, we have to, bang Maya away. We have to, in other words, the feedback that devotees give, that in the temple you're getting more and more intense. On Harinams it's too intense. Bhakti Shastra didn't work. Then I also heard from Krishnamurti that here, again, an unpleasant interaction with Radhesham. So if you feel that you are getting obstructed in relationship with devotees, then better be very, very reflective and think, oh my God, I'm getting problems with many different devotees, and I'm perceived as too intense. And instead of saying, this is my way, I'm going to do it louder, and I'm going alone, and that's one response. But as Krishnamurti is saying, the result will be that you will be isolated. You will be on your own again, with your own, and being in an association of devotees means not fully losing your personality, but at the same time, really trying to find a way that you can be yourself, and at the same time, very much respect the feedback that you get from other devotees. And it's not my way, it is the highway, and all the rest, who is a devotee? Who are all the devotees that criticize? I want to speak to them. No.
Not an aggressive way. No, it wasn't. I didn't want to do it like aggressively. I wanted to ask, what's
I
happening?
received like the last few weeks, maybe 7 or 8 emails to if I can please do something about the very loud, intense mridanga playing in the temple. So that's what I received. And I received, over the months, I received feedback from different devotees, also going and coming back to the Harinam in the car, some intense discussions or some. So there is feedback coming towards you, which I cannot just after all this time say, oh, I don't give intention. No, devotees are worried. And Krishnamurti is worried. I'm worried. I'm very liberal devotee. I'm not the manager to say, hey, you go out. I want to understand what's happening and what you're saying about your way. And I want to even play louder because then I feel like, then we have a problem. That's your feeling, like I have to more intense to kick out manga or to convince people or to attract people to it. This is not usually the way to attract people to be louder and intenser. To have sweet, melodious harinams.
Well, good luck on that one.
Huh?
Good luck on that one. Good luck on that one. They're not very well trained musicians on the Harinam. In the temple, it's very sweet. But on Harinam, it's like claws on the back of a chalkboard. They're very young devotees who don't know very much how to sing, and most of them don't sing Hare Krishna. Most of them are just, I don't know, not as enthusiastic as I'd like them to be. Fortunately.
And then my last point, and that's maybe even more worrying, is that I came to hear a story, and I didn't hear it from you, about the Tesla thing of Naveen.
Mm-hmm.
That something happened there that you were the driver, and that's, instead of running Pili, you went to Septon and you blasted that's what I heard, the Tesla, and it went into a terrible accident. It was very, very dangerous. So if we add up all the things that came to my notice, I feel like, oh,
yeah,
it's getting a bit scary. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And to protect you, I want to understand what's happening in you. Why is it so intense? And where will it end?
My first two gurus, all they would do is bash ISKCON. That's all they do. Tell each other how tell themselves and everybody who loved them how great they were, and then how terrible ISKCON was, and how bad Gaudiya Math was, and how bad organized institutions was. For 11, 12 years. And when I was in ISKCON, it was because my first guru had deviated, and I had to leave, and I had no association, so I went to ISKCON because there's no other devotee association. But I was always on the alert. I was always like back against the wall, afraid of the conditioning that I've been given, the programming. And when I left Anasuya to England, I came across another devotee who seemed to be ecstatic, who seemed to be exhibiting ecstatic symptoms, and was very attractive. And I was like, wow, this could be the next Acharya. This person showing symptoms of ecstasy. And unfortunately, he'd do 4-hour classes in the morning. And unfortunately, the last 3 hours would just be him blasting everybody except him. So I was, he would pull out Shastra supporting what he and it made sense. For an ecstatic devotee, ecstatic prema comes from Bhagavad Gita 10:10, Purity Purvakam. So we were convinced that this was the path, and anything else other than following a prema bhakta was nonsense, was a waste of time. So for a long time, I've been programmed and that. I'm not blaming him. I'm just the environment I was in. And then when I came back here under Vishnumurti's protection wing, it was to be close to the devotees, but not totally in. I was like, I still had like alarm bells. I mean, I had a great time when I lived here for the 4 years, looking after the cows in the garden, meeting nice. I had a great time. It was like, I loved it. But then again, conditioning and programming came along. So when I've been back now here for a year and a half, I think it's that my guard has come down. that my protective shield has slowly dropped a bit, and with Vishnumurti instructing me daily to his energy levels, he's been chipping and forming, and I started serving him recently as a guru disciple relationship, and I could hear Prabhupada speaking to me, confirming. So many confirmations that there's no doubt about it, that Krishna wants me to serve here. And it's beautiful, and it's encouraging, and I'm so happy to, I'm so happy to be.
I just point about the mission by your review criticism. I think that's the first time we came back. A critical link to this phenomenon. It's critical time everything. And I said, that's not good. That's not good. It's not the way to do it. Criticize the vote. Criticizing the non, I'm meant to respect everything. It can be a tendency to criticize the non, but not trained to work anywhere in Shastra criticizing the vote. You've had enough experience. I think you have to say that you've had enough experience to know the negative results that come from criticizing the devotees and the positive results that come from respecting the devotees, serving the devotees, appreciating the devotees, glorifying the devotees. In this year and a half that you've been here, I've had to tell you many times about this point of criticism. And you did mention, well, I had this condition. And you just mentioned it well, that others have this condition. I think what's stopping you from criticizing is that you're not owning up to the pure condition. You just have to come blame them. We have martyrs every single enemies. And that's again, becoming to the association with bodies, it's not always sweet, it's bittersweet. Because it's in the association with the bodies we get purified. Right? So I feel from the time you came in and then the way the progress of egress has been going. You say you accept me as a guru. I see that the question in all of our mind, why are you now so high others have been used creatine as an example, but I can't help but feel that you're doing that for the criticism and everything. Because you are actually in your mind and in your words criticizing the woman. Your sister, your genius, and your thinking of studies, and your mother and your fathers. And I think that could very well be what's leading you to be passionate, disconnected, unhappy. When you're talking about being happy here, and I appreciate there's an element that is there, you found some shelter, but we have to qualify ourselves to live in association with others. And ABC Bhagavad philosophy is teaching us how to come into the association with the devotees and how to be able to be protected, sheltered, and then flourish. Flourish in the form of taking away our anarthas, becoming peaceful, attract Krishna, and then we reject subject matters which have nothing to do. We pick up what is favorable, reject what is unfavorable. And like that, it's just a natural flow. And I think this conversation and the situation that the chakras has had to come now and represent. Yeah, it's really Krishna being kind to you, But I would say at the same time, I think Krishna's saying, "Hello, it's enough now. There has to be some change. There has to be some ownership, and there has to be genuine Vaishnava humility, recognition on what I have to do as myself, forget about everybody else's, and a quick justification why, justifying, no time for that. Look at ourselves, be reflective, be sincere, prayerful, and contemplative, and refine yourself. Now, refine yourself. None of us have found ourselves yet. Okay? We've been devotees for decades, and we still haven't found ourselves. We're still very much acting on a conditioned nature. So we have to refine our real selves.
Yeah, Luke Goswami speaks about enthusiasm. And, the first 2 years, when people customers, I always thought enthusiasm is wild and loud. And when you read the definition of the Prabhupada of the word utsaham, means to endeavor with intelligence, with spiritual intelligence. And when I contemplate on that, the enthusiasm becomes much deeper and much more effective. And as Krishnamurti says, everything that happens to us is because of us. I mean, either it's our karma, and when you talk about anarthas, one of the main reasons for anarthas is offense. Aparat is one of the four causes of anartha, and the most serious one. And then the natural reaction to feedback or criticism is that we always point to a direction that is not particularly us. It's this guru or that guru or this ex-wife or that devotee.